日本右翼势力推动日本再军事化，企图让军国主义死灰复燃的险恶用心。
Distinguished guests, some of you may have heard the term new militarism, but nothing further from the truth. Think about it. There is a country that has a huge arsenal of nuclear weapons and strategic bombers. Japan has neither of such weapons, and yet Japan is labeled new militarism. Isn't it strange? Yeah, in 2 weeks she is coming to Japan, exactly the day Japan's national team and Netherlands national team is going to, on the field.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to cancel the meeting. Always open to that dialogue.
Okay.
Distinguished guests, some of you may have heard the term new militarism, but nothing further from the truth. Think about it. There is a country that has a huge arsenal of nuclear weapons and strategic bombers. Japan has neither of such weapons, and yet Japan is labeled new militarism. Isn't it strange? Since the end of the Second World War, Japan has consistently respected international law, including the Charter of the United Nations, and has made sincere efforts to maintain and strengthen a free and open international order. Japan's past as a peace-loving nation has been valued by the region and by the international community. This fact will not be shaken by false claims because it is a fact. And let me say this as well. Differences in perception and friction do arise between nations. What is needed at such time is not a repetition of unfounded claims in the other side's absence. What is needed is direct and candid dialogue. And in fact, Japan's door to dialogue is always open.
We'll see if you hear from us during the upcoming FIFA World Cup, and our first match is against Japan. So I hope we will be able to remain our friendship Shin after the Dutch win.
Let me go back to the comment made by Minister Dillon on football. We are talking about managing regional tensions. I think there is a tension between Dylan and I now. But I'm confident that we can manage it.
I hope.
Yeah, in 2 weeks she is coming to Japan, exactly the day Japan's national team and Netherlands national team is going to, on the field.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to cancel the meeting. Always open to that dialogue.
Okay.
My question goes to Mr. Koizumi, Minister of Defense, Japan. I'm very pleased that you mentioned the new militarism in your speech. I noticed that recently, Japanese leader expressed her condolence at the Australian War Memorial to Australian soldiers who lost their lives during the Second World War as a result of Japanese militarism. Yet, the victim nations in Asia have not received an apology or expression of remorse from the Japanese side. So China believes that genuine reconciliation must be based on a reflection on history that treats all victim nations equally. So I want to know whether the Japanese government is prepared to respond in an equally serious and unequivocal manner to the concerns of China, South Korea, and the victim nations of Southeast Asia regarding the history of the Second World War. Thereby, you can create the conditions for the mutual trust and the regional security. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your question, Chinese participant. Thank you very much. Japan's defense policy and the defense build-ups are not based on the idea of identifying any specific country or region as a threat or having a military confrontation with it. That said, China continues to increase its defense spending at a high level and is rapidly expanding its military capabilities across a wide range of areas without sufficient transparency. China's external approach and military activities are matters of serious concern for Japan and the international community. At the same time, as I told my counterpart, Minister Dong Jun, the Japan-China Defense Ministers meeting last November in Malaysia, Japan believes it is essential to have persistent, candid dialogue and communication without turning our eyes away from concrete and difficult issues, precisely because challenges exist. Japan's door is always open. The Ministry of Defense will continue to use various channels and every available opportunity to communicate firmly with the Chinese side. So please give my best regards to my counterpart, Dong Jun. Thank you.
日本を良くしたい人はぜひチャンネル登録お願いします。